Hey fellow golfers, it's Phil here from That Golfing Vlog, and as you can see I'm setting up for one of my longest running putting drills, but it's not just for putting. This is very much a mental drill as well. As you'll probably see, it's a great way to keep you focused under pressure, especially when you're missing putts as well. It's very good for having to keep your head in the game and really to teach you about resilience and yeah, just keep you working hard. And the harder you work, obviously the better you get, right? So here we are. As you saw then, I was aligning out, so a putter length from the hole. What you want to do is you want to put your first tee, and then another putter length and another putter length. So those tees I know are 3 putter lengths all the way to the back. 3 golf balls. Rules are simple. Put all 3 in the hole. You move back to the next tee. If you miss one, you move forward. Sounds easy, right? But not if you miss one twice in a row. Then you move 2 tees forward, and the whole process starts again. This is a real mental strain. Also a strain on your body. It's not easy to stay in that position for that long, especially when you've got a back like mine. No excuses there whatsoever. So as you can see, the first 3 balls went in fairly simple, slightly left to right at the end. And as you can see, me being quite ambitious, setting up another tee at the end, but I don't actually ever get there. So second putt, slightly longer. Again, nice firm putting stroke is what's needed. Mentally, I remember thinking, oh, this is quite easy. It's quite a straight putt actually. Just keep it rolling. And then you start to think, what if I'm going to miss? What if I miss one of these and I have to go back? I've got the camera rolling. I think there was a member watching out the window thinking, what is this guy doing? But yeah, that's 2 sets rolled in, and I'm back to the 3rd tee. Now we're 2.5 minutes in. This video actually went on for 27 minutes. Yep, took me 27 minutes to hole all 3 putts from 3 locations, and I consider myself to be a fairly good putter as well. So it really is a mental strain. Being able to keep that putting stroke going, being confident, and keeping that confidence in your putting. I remember at one point thinking, what am I doing? I'm just going to give up. And I was like, I can't do that. Like, have to keep going. So as you can see there, I've just missed that putt. So luckily, I'd left a mark in the green with the first tee. So a quick alignment there with the putter, saw the mark, and the tee went straight back in. So keep doing this. And if you miss a ball, I would then move forward 1. If I hold all 3, I'd move back 1. Pressure's on here. If I hold this one, I move back. If I miss it, I move forward. Now, putting is one of the most fundamental parts of this game. I would say the majority of golfers don't spend enough time practice putting. Get down to the first tee in a competition, and who's actually practiced their putting? And yet it's the part of the game that can save or break. How many times have you played golf and you've hit the ball amazing but cannot get the ball in the hole? What's the point in hitting those extra long drives or really straight iron shots? It's all about putting. So I would really give this a go. It's completely free. You don't need to have loads of room. Just pick one of the holes. Pick a fairly easy putt. You don't want to give yourself a massive right to left, not to start with anyway. Fairly straight putt, and just concentrate on getting that putter moving in the right direction. As you can see there, bit of overconfidence, another killer of putting. And I just thought, oh, this should be easy now. I can just tap it in. Now I'm going to fast forward through lots of these putts because we're only on nearly 5 minutes. And again, this goes on for 26, 27 minutes. I go backwards and forwards along these along these tee boxes, and it's really difficult. I have to walk away a few times because I'm really frustrated. frustrated in myself, frustrated in the fact that I rush some putts, but also frustrated that I'm missing putts. I don't like to miss putts, especially when they're straight as well. So I highly recommend getting down to the practice putting green, investing some time in yourself. How much do we invest in golf clubs, in putters, in drivers? And yet we'll happily go down the range and spend money hitting drives, seeing how far you can hit it. Yet how many times do you actually practice your putting? And I don't mean just going down and hitting a few putts. I mean, actually practicing drills, looking at some of your bad putts. Do you know what your favorite putt is? Is it a right to left downhill? Is it left to right uphill? This is the kind of thing that you should be knowing to get your handicap down, where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are in the putting, and then obviously working on those weaknesses. Now, I know I love a downhill left to right putt. It's the putt where you slightly pull it and it just drops in on the left-hand side. That's my favourite putt. And I also love a good uphill right to left as well. But I hate a downhill right to left because I do end up pulling it and I do end up leaving it out there. And which obviously isn't good because then it goes miles past. So I know my strongest putts, I know my weakest putts, and when I can and when I go out on the course, I'm not playing a competition, I will set up those putts and practice. But this is purely a drill for the mental side of your putting, keeping strong, keeping confident, keep going and being resilient, especially when you miss and then miss again, so you end up back at the start like I am there. But also it's good to just take a breather. As you can probably see in the background, I walk away a couple of times. I go and put my jacket on. I put my hat on. I'm looking to just reset, reframe what's happening, and then come back to it again. How many times do you play golf when maybe it's not going so well? And in the heat of the moment, you just keep going, you make it worse. So having that time to sort of take a step back and just reframe what you're doing, just taking a breather, taking, a few minutes just to cool down, collect your thoughts, collect, what you've been up to and how's it going. So it's really important. And I would highly recommend doing that. So hopefully this has been valuable to you. And hopefully you've watched all the way to the end because a magical moment's about to happen.
Yeah!